Hey guys, welcome back to the Timber Talk podcast. I have Tyson, the owner of New Season, here with us. He has one of the biggest companies in Tulsa. He's absolutely killing it right now. And here's Tyson. So, real quick, before anything, Tyson, if you want to introduce yourself, kind of just say who you are, what you do.
Okay, yeah, like Frankie said, my name is Tyson Anderson. We're here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street. Basically, I just reached out to increase riots, how you pronounce it? Basically, just to generate more revenues. A little bit about my business. We only been in business for this is our fifth season. And
Wow.
it was pretty good the first couple of seasons. I was using a couple of other lead generation source, and they was really helpful, but things kind of went left with them. So things fell off a little. So I was looking for other sources, and then I ran across these guys' ads on, social media, and I just betted on myself and gave myself a chance. And I feel like thus far, 2 months, into the business relationship, this is clearly the best business decision I made with my tree company, clearly. And I thought I, made a good business decision with the other company, but this one is, these guys took it to a whole nother realm as far as, here we are literally in the middle of December in Oklahoma. Typically when it gets slow, man, I got 35 estimates I need to do. I literally just got another estimate from a young lady I know right before we started this podcast. So yeah, man, it's just blessings all the way around. So my whole
Awesome,
thing now
dude.
just make sure that I stay to speed on everything and make sure I get to, my prospects in a timely manner. And yeah, it's just been great all the way around thus far.
Awesome, brother. I'm happy to hear that. Honestly, like when we started working with you, I really knew you were going to do good with us because of everything you already had set up beforehand, right? We've all talked to those tree guys that just have a chainsaw, they come with the 30 shirt, they don't even have their logo on their truck and anything. Like you had everything set up. You're actually an established company, so that's why you did so well with us, right?
Yeah, and that was my whole thing in mind. With me, a lot of people say I'm OCD, and that's fine. Maybe I am. I'm a bodybuilder, so that has something to do with it. I'm particular on how my body looks. So once you, put in your mind, that you're gonna, try to perfect your body, that's going to be across the board at everything in life. And I'm the same with my business. I want everything to be nice and congruent. All my trucks is black. All of them is wrapped. All of them got the New Season brand on it. So it was just about optics. So it's just, what people, visualize, this company being when they first see you. So, first appearance, go a long way. So that's why,
Yeah.
so that's what I had in mind when I knew I was going to build my brand. I wanted to make it look the part, and then the actual product, that was going to come with that.
And for you guys that don't know, you guys are just watching this. Tyson is ripped. Tyson is absolute ripped. He's really jacked guy. He looks really
Yeah, I'm
well.
not as
He
cut as
takes
I
care
could
of
be
himself,
right
man. He
now,
takes
but
care of
yeah,
himself.
yeah,
Me,
but
I
I'm
probably
I'm
need to
gonna
hit the
say,
gym a little
yeah,
more, you
yeah.
know.
Yeah, and that now I attribute that to me being this is my 30th year as a vegetarian. 30 years.
Oh
I
wow,
started
I
in
did not know
94.
that.
Yeah. And I was doing it
Okay.
before it was cool, man. Everybody want to be, I'm vegan, this and that. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
now
really?
everybody
Okay.
nowadays all gluten
Yeah.
free.
But that's fine though. I didn't corner the market on vegetarianism, but yeah, yeah. So that was just one of the commitments I made, to
Nice.
myself long time ago that I wasn't gonna let this American lifestyle take me out.
I did want to take it like way back, like when you first started. Like I guess like what really opened the doors for you to get your first like job or two, right? Like when you first started, like what got you your first two, three jobs?
Well, you talking about what gave me the desire to start, or just
Like,
what is your question?
yeah, more so like what channels did you use to get your first jobs, right? Like, did you go door knock? Like, what did you do to
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
physically get
You
those
want me to
jobs?
give you the name of the company?
Was it actual lead generation companies
Yeah,
that helped you
and
out?
it was hit and miss,
Okay.
man. Thumbtack, the usual suspects.
Mm, okay.
Every door direct mail, things like that and whatnot. I think I used a company out of Atlanta, and it was, but it's just like, am I okay to say some of your competitors' name? I'll
Yeah,
never go
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yeah, I used Tree Leads today, and they really kept me busy. But like I said, things kind of went left with them on their building and whatnot. I think it got to a point where their customer service what where it needed to be. So it's just like I thought, for all parties involved, it was best that, we end our business relationship. And then you guys just kept popping up, portrayals. I mean, y'all had all kind of ads coming. I'm like, really? You had a bald head down there talking about, do you make $20,000 a month? And whoop, whoop. I was like, yeah, we do that. So yeah, it was just a no brainer for me, to choose you guys with what y'all had in place. But yeah,
Sweet.
and I'm second generation. A little bit more about me. My dad, he worked for the city of Tulsa, and then he started a landscaping business, and then he started a tree company because he knew that tree
Oh
trimming and
wow.
removal was a little bit higher revenue than, landscaping and whatnot. So it's just in my DNA, to do this.
Nice. So when did you actually get started with this, Tyson? I know you mentioned your father.
Yeah,
So has
20.
this
Yeah,
been like your
I'm a
whole
COVID
life?
company. I got started in
Okay.
2020. Yeah, 2020.
Nice.
That's right in the middle of the COVID
Cool.
pandemic. It's just, I got registered with the state of Oklahoma as New Season Tree Masters, and I just said I'm just gonna go forth with it and just put all my resources and just see how I can scale up New Season Tree Masters. Like I said, I already had the landscaping business, New Season Lawn and Tree, but I needed to get entity or conglomerate that was, specific to tree removal and tree trimming. So that's what that
That
brought
makes
about New Season Tree Masters.
that makes sense. That makes sense. And it's pretty interesting. I've spoken to a lot of tree service companies that a lot of the time they start as landscaping, land clear, like land care, mowing lawns,
Yeah, a
things like that.
lot
And
turf, yeah, turf management and whatnot.
exactly.
Yeah, just
And then they
mowing
move up
lawns.
to the
But
tree zone and inevitably. Like
yeah,
I'm feeling because maybe the jobs are bigger, but
yeah, and it's funny how I got into it because I used to always just, delegate the tree jobs that my landscaping customers have to a friend of mine. And he was actually a guy that I subcontracted when I first started the business before I would subcontract to him and he would actually do the work and I would give him a percentage of what the job ticket earned.
nice.
But it's like, he was telling me how much money he made from the jobs that I gave him. And oh yeah, I made $1,800 off that your lawn customer's tree that he had me. I thought, really? Yeah, I made like 2,200 off that tree that you gave to me in the backyard. I was like, okay, really? Okay. And then he said it one more time and he never did give me no money. I was like, I tell you what, man, this is the last tree job I'm giving you. I'm going to start my own tree company. He told me he made seven. He told me he made $7,000 a week. That's what he told me.
Oh,
When he told me that, I was like, okay, that's the last time I'm gonna start my own tree company. So that's what brought about New Season Tree Masters.
that's
Actually, it was
awesome,
New
man.
Season Lawn and Tree, and then New Season Tree Masters in that year. And I still got the company New Season Lawn and Tree. That's for more or less landscaping and small tree trimming. And New Season Tree Masters is, the big company. That's for all the big removals and all the big inquiries. So yeah, so we got them separated.
When you started doing these tree service jobs, you mentioned you were doing it in COVID. Like, how was that interaction? Because I know COVID really did have like a big stop to all these jobs. Like, it was hard to even go out and do an estimate. Like,
Yeah.
how did you
Oh, really?
overcome that to actually grow the
Yeah, it
company?
didn't really affect us. Matter of fact, I talked to a lot of outdoor contractors, and they said they had their best sales seasons, in 2021 and 2022. That's when I just really took off in 2022.
Okay,
Yeah, man, it just helped us out because although people were sitting at home, people wasn't broke. So people were sitting at home and they was trying to figure out things to do. People was getting new roofs. I've talked to people. They was people was who was sitting at home and couldn't go back to work. They was getting things that they always wanted to do in the house, and it was the same with us. Being in the tree industry, they wanted to get them trees trimmed. Now that they sitting at home and looking at them every day, it's like let's go ahead and get those trees trimmed now. So people
that's
still had
awesome.
money. It was just everything was shut down.
Yeah,
And so we was more or less what they designated as, essential workers, man, that we needed to keep going. There was emergency services that needed to be attended to. So we were one of the ones that they said were definitely a necessary asset.
cool. And like, out of curiosity, like when you're pretty established company, Tyson. Like when I looked at you, I was like, okay, this guy has it set up right. Like you have your Facebook, you have your Google, you have reviews on Google. Like you actually have like what got you to know, okay, I need to set myself up on Google. I need to do this on Facebook. Like, did you have some prior like business experience that made you say, hey, this is something I need to do for my company to prosper? Or was it
Yeah.
something like you just
Yeah, and
learned
that,
along
yeah,
the
that
way?
comes to, from my, experience with another LLC. I knew that, everything needed to be in place if you wanted to be competitive. If your competitors is doing it, then you need to do it, and then you need to do it better. So that's my whole thing in mind. I'm always looking at, instead of sitting up here, talking about other, companies and whatnot, I'm looking and seeing what they're doing so I can, take some of the things that they do and apply it to my business model and, scale my business up. I've never been the one to sit up here and talk about, somebody else is doing better than me in a negative manner. No, I'm trying to look at what they're doing and apply it to what I got going on so it can make me better. That's what a smart businessman does. Everybody else got to Google my business. Everybody else got a, website. Everybody else got SEO. Everybody else got a marketing budget. That's what I need to be doing. I'm not going to sit up here and talk about them.
Yeah, and that's awesome because a lot of people be like, "Oh, okay, maybe I don't want to copy this guy. I don't." But that is
No,
it's
man,
not
you can't
copying,
think
right?
like that. And that's
Yeah,
across the board and
exactly.
everything. I mean, look at football teams, man. What do they say? When one team figure out how another team, what they got, what? The blueprint. Okay,
Yeah,
this is how
it's
you
done.
stop this team.
Yeah,
You got a blueprint now.
yeah,
So you got a
exactly.
blueprint on how to be successful by looking at these other multi-million dollar tree companies. I talked to somebody the other day. I just won a $10,000 job in Claremore, it's a little town outside of us. I was like, I'm always asking, who gave you free? Yeah, yeah, I had multiple people. Really? Okay, what company gave you this quote? Such and such. I was like, really? Okay. Well, why you didn't use them? You said you used them before. Well, they said they booked up to February. Really? Yeah, February. So what they doing, they don't have off season because they going to work in February. They going to continue to get estimates. And then about time, everything, then we're in March and the season started again. So
Yeah.
that's my whole goal in mind. I know it can be done. Oh, no, y'all got off season. No, you don't. If you're doing it right, you ain't gonna have no off season. What are you talking about off season? I done seen other people work year round as tree companies. No, it can be done. You just got to put the things in place so it can happen. So that's my dearest wish is to make that happen to where we don't have any lapses in work.
I love that. I love that, Tyson. Like, and this is why you do so well, guys. Like, as you can see the way Tyson talks, he's a salesman. Why did you want to do that? Like, he knows his way around these clients, right? Like, he knows how to talk. He knows what he's doing, and that's why he's able to, close these deals. Like, it's pretty obvious talking to Tyson, right? And like Tyson, like when I'm talking to like younger guys or maybe even older guys, but don't have their things set up the right way, it's like clear blank that when you don't have this experience or I guess this level of business intelligence to where, okay, this is the way I have to speak to clients, this is the things I need to have set up, it makes it a lot harder to do anything, grow any kind of business.
Because I'm not quite where I want to be at yet, man. But it's
Yeah.
I'm working on it. But yeah, man, it's just 5 season in, man. So that's where we're at. And like I said, this is definitely a great business relationship we have with you guys, and I'm looking forward to continuing working with you guys.
But awesome. So that's pretty much all we got for today, Tyson. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to help on here with me. I know you're super busy. You're literally doing estimates all day. So it's like, it's not easy for you to hop on the phone. So I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to hop on here and, answer these questions for me, man.
All right, no problem, man. You guys are one, that helped me, get to this level. So I have no problem with giving back and, helping you guys in any way I can.
Awesome. All right, perfect, guys. Well, we'll see you next on the next podcast, and please enjoy the Timber Talk.